Something inexplicable has happened during the run-up to the release of the Biden administration's proposed 2023 defense budget next week. Bloomberg News reported on March 16 that the administration's request for F-35 fighters would be slashed dramatically from what had been expected. As Bloomberg's ace Pentagon reporter, Anthony Capaccio, put it in his story, the Air Force will request 33 F-35s instead of the 48 planned, the Navy will request 13 of its version instead of 26 and the Marine Corps will request 15 rather than 20. None of these services has made public statements. It is even more unusual that cuts would be proposed in the midst of a European war, as Russian forces rely heavily on air power to wear down Ukraine's will to fight an invasion. F-35 is, after all, the free world's fighter, with Germany's decision on March 14 to buy 35 F-35s, every major U.S. ally except France has signaled that it will rely on the fighter for its future air power. Even neutral democracies, including Finland and Switzerland, have signed up to buy the fighter for their defense, saying it offers the best performance at the lowest price. As Wikipedia observes on the first page of its lengthy F-35 entry, planned U.S. purchases of the fighter will represent the bulk of the crude tactical air power of the U.S. Air Force, Navy and Marine Corps for several decades. So while Russia is on the march in Europe and China is steadily. Having followed the program for 20 years, prime contractor Lockheed Martin LMT is a longtime contributor to my think tank. I can cite chapter and verse on how well F-35 is performing. The fighter has met all its goals for stealth, the key to future survivability. It defeats adversary aircraft by a 20-to-1 margin in combat exercises. It greatly outperforms legacy fighters in air-to-air, air-to-ground, surveillance, jamming and other core missions. It costs much less to produce than a commercial jetliner. And it is the most reliable, maintainable tactical aircraft in the Joint Fleet. So, there are no problems that would justify cutting now, as the head of the fighter's Joint Program Office observed several years ago. F-35 is the most lethal, survivable, connected and interoperable fighter aircraft ever built. At the moment, all three variants of F-35 are forward deployed to fun.